I am disturbed by so many people around me spouting conspiracy theories as fact and getting so angry when you don't agree with them. These people are not just online, but rather they're in my life. People of all ages and all professions, and many, way too many are people I care about. Friends, relatives, co-workers, people who are intelligent and considerate, but who somehow slid into this world based on fear of the other. Family and friends alike are being torn apart by this us versus them mentality, like this grandmother who's been receiving threatening text messages from her QAnon following grandson.
Your grandson, Jesse, has sent threatening messages to the rest of your family.
Yes, very much so, yeah. That's been for a period of just over a year that's been happening, yes. Things escalated.
My mother, a lovely woman, was, I don't know if I can swear on this, but called a cowardly motherfucker. So these are not your standard responses to a grandmother. And so they were quite concerning. And at that point, we recognised, all right, there's a level of radicalisation that is very different to even a year prior to that.
As the insurrection on January 6th has shown us, the buzzing of this fear narrative isn't going away. The election is long past and the anger is still brewing. In fact, fear and anger has jumped exponentially. And we don't even have a chance of recovering from this if we ignore it or stay on our side and call the other crazy. Judging others and slinging insults never resolves anything. So in this documentary, we are asking questions in the effort to understand. Questions like, is it possible QAnon's purposely been fed false information by one of our enemies? Has a brainwashing technique been deliberately applied here? Who benefits if our democracy is destroyed?
For years, America's adversaries have argued democracy is too messy to be trusted. Yesterday gave them ammunition.
Vladimir Vladimirovich Putin.
In Russia, where Vladimir Putin claims only a strong government can keep Russians safe, state TV said the U.S. was no longer credible.
The United States lost all the rights to pursue the democratic path and lost their rights to impose it on other countries.
In China, the nationalist tabloid Global Times accused the U.S. of double standards for calling yesterday a riot, but praising Hong Kong demonstrators who in 2019 broke into the Legislative Council. That was repeated by Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokeswoman Han Chunying, who singled out Secretary of State Mike Pompeo.
We'll also follow the money, the dark money funding the 2020 challenge, the push to have state legislatures decide our elections, threats being made against election workers, and more.
In an exclusive interview with Reuters, Tricia Raffensperger detailed the threats to her family since the election. In one previously unreported incident, people who identified themselves to police as Oath Keepers, a far-right militia group involved in the deadly U.S. Capitol riot on January 6th, were found outside Raffensperger's home, forcing him and his entire family into hiding.
Through understanding, we hope to build bridges and create true dialogue, not shouting matches.